Out so much.
Girl, this is a few months in the making, actually.
I know, we're finally back.
Bienvenue, on est là. Okay, you can see the chat. Can you see the chat?
Where do I
Ah,
see the chat?
salut! Hello, Diaspora Spotlight Community.
I find the chat.
You can't find the
I
chat?
don't
You found it?
chat.
Yay! Hello, chat.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Thank you, chat. Merci, merci. Connectez-vous, on est là. Alors, on va faire moitié français, moitié anglais un peu parce on a des gens d'un peu partout. Yeah.
Don't pressure me with French so early in the week. I did not come prepared.
You didn't come you're already prepared.
I'm never prepared to speak French.
We'll
Okay,
do
I was
we'll do
just
it.
sharing the link.
Oh yes, share the link.
Je t'ai partagé le lien.
J'étais en train de partager le lien.
En train de partager le lien.
Bravo. Mais oui, parce que ça fait combien de temps que t'as appris le français? C'est genre 8 ans.
8 ans. Euh,
10,
11 ans.
11 ans. Waouh. Presque la moitié de ta vie.
Depuis, j'ai 13 ans.
Ok. Ah ouais. Au Zimbabwe
Mais
aussi, tu faisais des cours de français.
oui,
Et c'était plus dur au Zimbabwe ou à Boston?
répétez s'il vous plaît.
Où est-ce que les cours de français étaient le plus dur? Au
Oh non,
Zimbabwe.
non, 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 non. C'était pas l'école français, mais c'était juste lycée
C'est
régulière.
regular.
Okay, now I'm getting embarrassed speaking French. I can't do it anymore. I can't. I'm too
No,
shy.
you did great. You did great. Everybody in the chat, tell Ashley she did great. Her French is great.
Don't lie to
Um,
me. I'll know if you're lying.
okay, so we have three things we want to talk about today. We're gonna like just check in. We like this question. I talked about it in my last solo live, and Ashley said she liked it. So, how is your heart? How is your mind? How is your body? That's
You
the
first.
question. Me first. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Read script.
Yeah. Real. Okay. My heart is good. Happy. Happy it's Sunday. Mind. I think it's a little bit all over the place. Um, Abijah is saying bravo. You did great. um, and my body. I don't know why my back hurts. Maybe it's the 20s.
With the age catching
it's,
up.
ah, it's the age catching up. So yeah, I hope that gets better. Maybe I should start exercising again. I don't know. How's your heart? How's your mind? How's your body?
Okay, my heart is so full because I'm getting to talk to you, and I just have the best boyfriend in the whole world, and that's just the facts. So very full heart. My
Tell us if he
mind.
wants to make an appearance, by the way.
Well, let me just do a quick inquiry.
We're gonna see if we're gonna see the lucky boyfriend, the mayor from Ashley. He doesn't have to. It's fine. Be shy.
He said he's happy to come making an appearance
Ooh.
to the people.
To the people, are you guys ready to meet Steven? You guys are really cute together. Hi! Thank you for making an appearance. Look at your.
Obviously, he's the star of the show.
Oh, obviously, he's the special guest that everyone had been
He
waiting
is.
for.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you, Steven. So yes, your heart is happy. It's full. How could it not be?
Yes, heart is happy. My mind. Today, my mind is good.
Good.
The week is not been a good week for my mind.
Mm.
Some stressful things causing me to just rage. But, today my mind is good. It feels calm. And my body also feels good because I exercised this morning and I did like, I know he's so cute. I did my exercises this morning. I did like my everything shower. It's Sunday's hair day, so I'm waiting for
Period.
everything to dry. So my body feels good. My heart feels good. And my mind feels better than it has. So overall,
Progress. That's good. That's really good. And that gets us into. So this week was crazy. It was a lot. I saw you dropped a new video. First of all, congrats.
I
You're
did. Thank you.
screenwriting, yeah, and you're
hmm
also
And it's a
working.
really, yes,
Tell us more.
exactly. And the video that I made was a really long one because like it was very like easy to film. I was doing like some writing sprints, like a writing session, and then I was like, I need to make a video. So I was just like, bleak. So
So when you just start, you just make like you don't have any like, oh, it needs to be perfect or the angle or the like. Now you just started to, yeah, you're still overthinking.
it depends, right? Because I really love like a highly um what's the word I'm looking for?
Sounds good. People are complimenting. You're too
He
hard
who
on
does not
yourself.
speak French.
Who knows? We don't need to know that.
um yeah, so I do love a highly stylized, very like well planned out video. So it does kind of like break my heart a little bit to have to spend less time on coming up with concepts or video ideas because like my priority is just consistency because it's like what's the saying, done is better than perfect, and so
Oh
that's
yeah.
something that I'm trying to prioritize. um so yeah, thankfully though I wanted to try out a new style that would be a little bit less intense filming wise, a little bit less intense editing wise, so that I can try do that consistency thing. Yeah, so we'll see how people like this one.
Excited. Go check it out. Go check it out, guys. Um, and
And and this video is like good for not just like it's good for anybody because it's just like a you ever done like a study with me video where it's
I
like
have,
somebody's like studying, doing their
yeah,
note cards or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Well, so it's like that kind of style. So you can be like studying, you can be researching, you can be doing a job application, you can be watching a movie, whatever it is. It's just like 2 30-minute blocks of time just to have like a fake body
Accountability.
double for if like you live alone, for example, and there's nobody there to you live alone, you work at home, and there's nobody there to like work with you. That's kind of what the video's for. So yeah.
The crazy thing about me though is I watch those videos, like the same as the workout with me videos and the come do this thing with me, and I just watch it. That's what I'll do the whole day. I'm not going to actually work out with you or work. I watch you work, and I'll be like, oh man, I need to do this. But yeah, the chat
No,
is
yeah,
supporting.
this is good.
They're
This is
saying
good.
the screenplay is gonna be amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's actually gonna be so good. I'm so excited. I'm literally like at the end, and I'm at like kind of a sad part writing it. So I'm just like, "Oh, I don't want to keep writing it." Yeah, so that's nice.
Oh
But
yes, while you put puzzles together, man. No, but
my
I
mom is
started
really
watching.
puzzles.
Is your mom's into puzzles? My aunt is into puzzles also. Okay.
You were
She's
saying?
a yeah, 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 yeah. She's really good, like thousands of pieces. Very, very impressive to me. Um, but so in your free time, I guess this is your free time that you're using to like write.
Mhm.
Um, is there like a thing that you've learned about working in Zimbabwe that people outside the country might not understand unless
Mhm.
they're actually working there?
Um, with Zimbabwe specifically is that it is a cash economy and it is more of a it's about who you know than anything else. Like more than anywhere else that I've ever been, it really is just about who you know and how connected you are. Um, and it's a very tough place to be a young adult trying to like build a life or like grow a career, things like that, because there's very high rates of unemployment. And it's not like a very like arts heavy, there's not a very arts heavy industry, and that's like my jam. So while there is like a huge arts community, the industry is still like in the developing stages, and so it's tough to be a professional in Zimbabwe. Very tough.
Yeah, yeah. But I think
Yeah.
it's tough in a lot of places to be an artist, though.
Mm. Oh, that's true, but
But
this
especially
is
in the
yeah,
context, yeah.
yeah, and because also it's I think especially in Zim, it's like tough for everybody. You know, it's not just like
It's not
it's
just
more tough to
artists.
be an
Yeah,
artist, but
yeah.
it's everybody's out here struggling. So yeah. What about France? What about France? What about France? What's
Something that people
working in
would.
France like?
What is France like when you work there?
Yeah. Like when you're working, like what's something that people wouldn't know? Like what's something I wouldn't know? I don't live in France. I don't work in France.
One, maybe two things. Like the positive side would be if you're in the maybe the corporate world, but I think in general the society is like more more okay with taking breaks, basically, like
Hmm.
longer breaks. I
Love
mean,
that.
unless you're really working yourself hard, I don't think that it's really a part of the French culture to work
Hmm.
during your lunch break, to work at your desk, to not take a 2 hour break and then a coffee and then a little, chat time. Like it's included in the culture that you're not just going to eat. You're like gonna digest and you're gonna actually break so you can get back to work even better. Okay.
Love.
The jazz is France is warm. The corporate is slow. Okay, yeah, yeah. I feel
I
like that
love
too.
that.
Right? It's
Maybe I should
slower.
work in France. Sounds
You
like my
should.
vibe.
You should. And you could have good social security benefits. Um, okay. What's the stereotype? The chat is saying for working in France, there is good support for workers, and workers have more rights. Yeah. Does that? So that's more like a stereotype. Is it real though? It depends. If you're comparing to the U.S., probably. I think the workers do have more
Yeah, I feel
rights.
like comparing, if we're comparing to the US and if we're comparing to Zimbabwe, I think, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Once you're in, like once you've passed the trial period, it's very, very hard to kick you out unless you do something crazy. Yeah, which is yeah.
Wow.
But it probably depends again. Like I think that maybe the more misunderstood side that I'm not in, but I see artists. It's hard as well. It's hard. It's different. It's a different culture than if you were in LA or maybe even in the UK.
Mm.
Like my
Yeah,
cousin is a
exactly.
singer, and it's like not the same as an artist. It's not the same.
Hmm. Yeah.
So kudos to artists making it through. Maybe the chat, if you could drop one word that describes the work culture where you live, um, I feel like France would be one word. One word is actually hard for France. I would still say social though. It's pretty social.
Nice.
You have to be sociable, and also the work culture is corporate, but since France really has that basis of like for the people,
Hmm.
history, you
Yeah.
you still have to be, yeah, okay with social workers rights. Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
what about you?
And I would say, I'm trying to pick a different word than difficult.
Mm,
Um, maybe I'll just go for
mm,
like
windy.
you gotta,
Yeah,
yeah, windy. There's no straight path to anything.
yeah.
Like you really have to break some doors down to get to where you need to go. You need
To
to
where
punch
to go.
some walls.
So then it gets you ready. If you can make it in Zim, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I want to do a
So
little
I
bit
would.
of quick. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, 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 no. Quick fire, quick fire, quick
Quick fire.
fire.
Get ready for quick fire.
All right, yes, we'll do it.
Ready. One, two, three. What's the most Zim thing that you've done this week?
So I'm in a new show. It's called Elton, and in one of the songs, there's like this dance break section where it switches from like a classic Elton John song into like a very like traditional, very classic Zimbabwean beat. And there's this dance move called the Zora Bata, and you basically like and basically
Wait.
just
Can you
kind of
stand up and I just want a
no, don't
demo. I
make me
want
do
people
it.
to understand what it
I
is.
can't do it without music. That's ridiculous.
Okay.
No,
No.
no,
Just tell us how to
no.
spell it. You see the chat is telling us. Show us. We don't know what's the most thing that we can imagine in our minds, yeah? If you
How
want,
do
we
you
can play the
spell it?
music. Give me the music.
Okay, fine. Let me pick a song.
I could say the most French thing I've done this week is to go to the baguette and eat bread every day. It's
That's very
less show
French.
and telling.
I'm trying to find a song.
Chat, what's the most French or Zimbabwean or wherever you're coming from thing that you did this week?
No, I actually can't do it.
You can't do it.
But it's
Well, you'll have to
here. I'll
send us a
stand up
video.
and I'll walk you through it. I'll walk
Walk.
you through it. I'm not
Okay.
gonna dance it, but I'll walk you through it. Now you
Okay.
can see my sweatpants, of
Okay.
course. So the arms are out like so. You see me? You go to the side. You get a clap, and it's like you're putting on those. And then you repeat. And then you repeat. And there you go. And so on and so forth.
Oh, well, that's a good move.
It's a fun one.
So that's from Zimbabwe, or at least like
Yes.
it's. Oh, I like it. I might just.
And there's a song to it as well, but because I don't know how to spell it, I can't find the song. But I will, when I find it, I'll let you all know. Now I feel self-conscious.
Don't be. No, actually, don't be. You can tell me. Mm, you can tell me something that's been good in your week to make you less self-conscious. Something that's maybe
No,
been a
no, it's fine.
rainbow.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're fine.
I'm over it. I'm over
You're
it.
okay. I think people like that.
150 seconds. I'm done now.
um. Okay. So then, I want to talk about mental health. We wanted to talk about mental health.
We only have one quick fire question.
We should have more quick fire questions. Okay, fine. I have one for you. Well, you choose actually. One thing that humbled you this week, or one thing that saved you.
Can it be both?
It could be both. Yeah, what humbled you could be what saved you.
I woke up very anxious in the morning because I had to take one of my dogs to the vet, and I was so stressed.
Oh,
I was so stressed,
yeah.
and I was just worried about this dog that I like didn't do enough to like take care of it, and that something would be wrong. But the dog was fine. So anyway, I was just very like relieved after that. But that was, oh yeah, that stressed me out. And then something that saved me this week. I mean, not to harp on Steven, but just like spending time with him is just always a good reset. It's a good mood booster. So.
That's good.
Mm.
Oh, I'm glad the dog is
What about
okay.
you? Yes, me too.
I wanted to go to the Natural Hair Academy convention this weekend. It's happening in Paris, yeah. And so I took tickets to go with my mom. It was Saturday. Plus, I really wanted to go. I love anything about natural hair, community, diaspora also. But this specific, yesterday was the day that Issa Rae was gonna be there. Issa Rae is in Paris. And if you don't know, she's the creator of amazing shows like Insecure and Awkward Black Girl on YouTube. And yeah, she means a lot to me, and I think to a lot of writers and artists and creatives. So I was like, I'm so excited to see her. First thing, I think it's around 3 or 4. So we take our time, take the Uber, And then I look online for the program, and I see that she actually was talking at 12:30 and not 3. So that's the first thing that humbled me real quick, because I was ready. I was doing a vlog of get ready with me. Today's the day I'm gonna see Issa Rae. Today's the day that. Oh, she
Oh
already left.
no! Oh
Cool,
no!
cool. And then we get to the place, and like, this humbled me again, because it wasn't accessible at all. And so, I've talked about this before, but being able to go with my mom, and it not being accessible to people who have mobility issues was a big bummer. And so yeah, that made me sad because I spent money, and I don't like spending money. And also I got my hopes up, and I didn't actually end up seeing the artist I wanted to see. But what saved me, I know,
Mm-hmm.
but God is good, because as we were going out, we just literally went entry and then exit. We didn't even try, because it was Pebbles. It was so far. It was like, okay, we're not even gonna go inside. As we were going back outside, a lady stopped, and she was so nice. Shout out to her, it's there, if she's watching. And so she was like, "Oh my gosh, isn't there a way that maybe they could get a shuttle to get you guys in?" Whatever, we talked. Then another guy stops, and he's like, "Wait, I know you," to my mom, and he actually knew her. They met 3 years ago at a masterclass that my mom did, and he was super
Oh
inspired
my
by her
god!
story, and like he shared how it
Oh,
really helped him in that time that he was in. And so it was like a wholesome, like 1 hour conversation outside of the Natural Hair Academy convention,
nice.
that like we were having our own convention with new people.
Oh,
And
little
so
convention. That's so
yeah, right.
cute. That's
So
a
so
wholesome
yeah, shout out to them.
experience.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, yay!
Thank
I'm
you for
glad something
asking.
good came out of that.
Me
That's really
too.
nice.
Me too. And actually, the person that we ran into had seen Issa Rae, and he took amazing pictures of her, and she looked so good, as she always does. So it was basically like I met her, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And one day you'll really get to. Oh, let me put this into the universe right now. Coming on Diaspora Spotlight.
Issa Rae.
This is Issa Rae on Diaspora Spotlight. 2030 or
2030?
before then.
Or before then. We give
Yes,
ourselves
2030.
4 years. We got it. Easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
we got
Hooray,
time.
media. We have time. Please.
Yes. Just cold email her. I swear. Deadass, do it.
That's a good idea.
Just send a cold email. Hi, if you'd like to be on my podcast, this is what I represent. So and so and so and so and so. Just do it. What do you have to lose?
Nothing. Yeah.
Exactly. Everybody in the chat, tell Sinetti to cold email Issa Rae's team to try and get her on the podcast.
Okay. I'm gonna need to be watching your video, or like actually have you looking at me while I do it, because I need accountability. Oh my gosh. Wait, is my Wi-Fi off? Ashley. It's frozen. Like it just me.
Hello?
Oh, that was me.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Okay.
Okay, good.
The
I'm
universe wants this to happen. Come on, the devil is a liar. The connection is going great between you and I, and with Hooray Media. We'll make it happen. Anyways,
Yes.
so yeah, I like those quick fire questions. We could get back to them afterwards. The second topic was mental health, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Got those.
you said you want to talk about mental health. I want to know why, and maybe if you could, if you want to share, like, um, yeah, why it's important, what makes it difficult as a young adult to maintain your mental health.
Mm. So, I mean, look, being a Gen Z, and you as well being a Gen Z, we've been through several once in a lifetime kind of horrible events over the course of like our generation and our lives. And I think there's just like a lot of contributing factors now with um, social media, the kind of like global political climate, and just being, I think, more aware than we ever have been of like everything that's going on in the world can be really overwhelming, because as people, we aren't we don't have the capability to conceptualize how many people actually is like 100,000 people or like 1,000 people or like all these things is it just gets so lost. And when you have so many opinions and comments and things like that, it can really like take a toll on your brain, your heart, and just like your overall health in general, not just, your mental health, because when something affects your mental health, it can really affect your whole body. So for young people specifically, I think it is so important to prioritize our mental health because I mean, mental health is health, right? Like, personally, I wouldn't be alive if I had bad mental health. Like, it's that simple. So to preserve your quality of life, to preserve your peace and like your relationships, your dreams, your hopes, and just your ability to um, wake up every day and be able to, navigate different situations, it's so important to take care of your mental health. And there are so many things that make it really difficult to prioritize um, our mental health because, I think it's less so now than it has been in the past. But like there's like a stigma around it, and that if you can't see a sickness or an ailment, is that it's not as bad as something that you can see or as like a physical ailment, which is just not the case. Just because you can't see something doesn't mean that it's, you know, not there or painful or anything like that. So yeah.
That's good. Thank you for sharing. That's true. I think that, yeah, the things that we don't see
Yeah.
can be some of the most lethal things, actually. It's not,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
we're not living in a time where we're afraid of getting attacked by a lion or bear every day, depending on where you live,
True.
But if you're in an urban center and if you're able to, not live in constant crisis or you might still have other more invisible, you know, wars that you're fighting, even
Yeah,
in,
exactly.
yeah. So that's
Yeah.
really important. And one of
Yeah.
my favorite verses actually is that, like, we're not wrestling against flesh and blood, but against, principalities in the spiritual realm also that
True.
affect us so much.
Yeah.
So that's why your mind, your body, and your heart are important in
Hmm.
your wellness.
Exactly. And it's like really important to have coping strategies as well. And like ones that actually work, ones that are not doing you more harm than good.
That part. What's your best coping strategy that you can share with us? A real one.
Um, I would say crying is a really good one. Like releases oxytocin, it just kind of gets it all out of your system. So I would say crying is a good one. But this like concerns a lot of people because they see somebody crying and they're like,
What's wrong?
"Run." It's
A
like it's
lot of
okay.
things, but it's okay.
Cry. It's okay. I promise I'm gonna be fine. I just need my eyes to leak a bit. So crying, but then another one, if I am not in the mood to cry, then I really like to color or to paint or like do some sort of um like visual art because the repetitive motion and I like all the colors and just seeing something come to life is very therapeutic. So I would say, oh, and talking about it. Obviously, I'm a big yapper about my feelings. Blah, 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 blah. So those would be my top three.
That's funny. No, that's good. So you say crying, coloring, talking about it. I think
Yeah,
even in that order, actually, maybe you could talk about it
yeah,
earlier, huh? But like, yeah, it's
hmm,
good to be reconnecting with yourself. Even crying, I think, like physically, biologically, it's a good thing. It
yeah.
releases
It is.
some types of good.
It's good for your eyelashes too.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that why they're
How do I
so?
know?
I didn't know that. How do you know that?
I cry all the time. When you cry all the time, you get Instagram reels talking about benefits of crying, and you just learn all of these things. Maybe it's misinformation. I don't know. I hope not, but I'm pretty sure
It
that
must be.
crying does help your eyelashes grow.
I might do that more often.
Just like
Can you cry on the spot, actually, as an actor?
yeah, I
I
can
won't
cry
make you
right
do
now.
it.
Like my eyes are welling up, but
Oh my gosh, wait. Do a scene. A scene where, oh my gosh, imagine your rose And Jack is. Is that gonna make
Oh,
you
oh,
cry?
Titanic.
Titanic.
Uh, Rose is on the door, right?
Yeah. And she's just thinking about
Okay.
how he sent it.
What does she say?
I don't
Oh,
know.
okay, let me think. Okay.
Yeah, how do you do camera? This is how you do camera. Action.
I'm too embarrassed now.
No! Oh, let me turn off the camera. The camera's off.
Okay, okay. I need it. I just need a moment. Now I'm thinking about it. I can't do it. I haven't even seen Titanic. This would be perfect. Here. Jack. Jack, don't let go. Don't do it, Jack. Oh no. Don't fall into the sea. Don't let go. Oh no.
No, the fact that you say I haven't even seen Titanic. Oh, okay, okay. Don't fall out the door.
I
Um,
promise I can act. I
no,
promise.
I know you can. I know you know Titanic is a long movie, but it's just why didn't you tell me from the start? I don't know that movie. Everybody talks about it, and that's okay if you haven't seen it. I haven't seen Harry Potter. I'll admit it. It's okay. Like, oh, it's not okay. Is it? It's okay, right?
It's
You
not
listen and we
supposed to
don't
be.
judge.
No, I haven't. I was too young when like my sisters were watching Titanic, and then I was too sensitive and scared about disasters and all the people dying and all of that. So I've seen like clips and things of Titanic. I know how it plays out, like, but no, I haven't actually seen it, and I probably should because it's apparently a great movie. So
It's really good. It's really good actually. And then it'll
I will.
kind of like the drama. It'll give us something to talk about. Like, was there space on that door? Should he really have died, or was
I
she?
think they myth busted it
They myth busted it by saying what?
by he would have died on the door with a point.
Why?
No,
Hey,
no.
I don't know. That's what they said. No, real. You need to watch the movie and just tell me what you think, because I have my own
Okay,
opinion.
I
I
will.
think.
They asked for a spotlight film club.
Film club. Oh my gosh, we should do a film club. We should. There's so many other shows that we have to watch for that. Even
And
like,
also, there's so many like regional and like continental films that are so good that we could talk about. That would be so good on the podcast, and then we could
oh,
be like a collaborative. Anyway, we'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk. Maybe
have,
stay tuned.
stay tuned
Them's in the chat.
for the diaspora. Oh my gosh, that mind blown because we have so much talent on the continent. Girl, I would be
Exactly.
watching those
That's what
movies
I'm
every day.
trying to say.
You know, I already watched Nollywood. I've watched all the Nollywood movies, so I'm ready to go to different parts of the regions
Mm-hmm.
everywhere and just.
You gotta do it.
Okay, noted. Duly noted. I also wanted to know. Well, actually, let's do a little
Mm-hmm.
bit of a game, the quick fire, but in game format. Before we talk more about
I'm ready.
a movie. This is called, Diaspora Quickfire. I like to do themes, and today, because it's a special day and a special life, I'm doing therapy or toxic, because we were talking about mental health. So, I give you a phrase, and you tell me if it's therapy or toxic, so if it's good or if the person should dump it. I don't know if we want
Okay.
to do back to back. Let me send you the questions.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
alternate. Let's do it.
Let's
Yep.
alternate.
I'm
Okay.
ready.
You have the questions already?
Yes.
Yes.
Got them.
Okay, amazing. I'll start. First thing that comes to mind, I'll deal
Mm.
with it later. Toxic or therapy?
Depends. If you're actually going to deal with it later, therapy.
Good. You're actually gonna do it
Because
later. Procrastinating.
sometimes you gotta compartmentalize and be like,
Yeah.
okay, this
Yeah.
sucks, but I'm gonna put a pin in it and deal with that when this is not happening. So I would say if you actually deal with it, therapy.
Good. I like that.
Okay. Yours is I'm fine.
I think that's toxic. I think I still say it. I still say it. I don't ever want to
Mm-hmm.
say I'm not doing, but I'm actually really sad about this. Like, I'll be fine. I will be fine. Maybe that's better. But saying I'm fine and covering it up, and whether it's like, if you're not actually fine, I think it's toxic for yourself and for the person that you're telling that to, because that means you don't trust them enough with your feelings if you're close to that person.
Right. But that's
Yeah.
okay. I think and I'm fine is I think toxic if you're close to the person
Yeah.
and if you aren't fine. If you don't know who this person is and you don't want to like open up in that way, like the way that I deal with that is if somebody asks me, "Am I fine?" and I'm not fine, and I will typically say, "No, but I will be. So don't worry about it."
Yep. Yep. Because you don't have to
Yeah,
carry that. I don't know you like that. But I can be open about saying no.
yeah.
So then that's healthy. That's really healthy.
Yeah.
That's actually really healthy. What about this phrase? It's not that deep.
I think again, depending therapy, because let me tell you, 85% of the time, it's really not that deep. It's really not. There is a portion of the time when it is that serious and it is that deep, but when it is that serious, I feel like the likelihood of somebody actually saying it's not that deep, like about themselves, is very low.
Yeah. Yeah. When it's
Like when
actually
something
that
is
deep, you
that
don't
serious,
have time to say it's not that deep. Like you're actually taking action. You're
right?
doing what you need to be doing because it is that deep.
Exactly, exactly. And I think somebody else, when somebody else says it's not that deep to you, toxic AF
Mm.
in most situations.
In
Again,
most situations.
because for example, I was just playing a board game the other day and people were getting really heated, and I was just like, everybody, we need to take a breath. It's not that deep. As somebody who gets very competitive with board games,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
we just all need
I like that. Wait, can we all take a breath? I actually like that. How do you guide them
yeah.
when you're like it's not that deep? What breath work do you do?
Um, I will say, okay, everybody, let's all just take a really deep breath quickly, okay? And inhale.
I like the way you do it. Wait, I think it's more healing when you do it.
In yoga, they call that a lion's breath because you really just you let it all out. Because that's actually something that I learned maybe like about a year ago now with my therapist. So every breathing exercise that I've ever done or been taught like prior to that was like controlled inhale, controlled exhale,
The
controlled inhale,
box.
controlled exhale. But at some yeah, right, exactly. But at some point that started to like trigger a panic attack in
Yeah.
me because
Yeah.
I would like the controlled breathe it just it stopped working for me in a way. And then the also like forcing myself to control my breathing would also then like start a spiral in my head of like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to panic. I know I can't start panicking. What's going on? No, 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 breathe, breathe. And then I would,
Forget
just
how
it
to
would not
breathe.
end up very well.
Yeah.
Because oh, don't know if the chat knows this. I'm a very anxious individual and I've got a wide variety of mental health issues. So if you're looking for an expert in mental health, it's not me because boy do I struggle.
But you keep it real.
Facts.
So thank you for sharing that. That is good actually.
Um,
So you're saying
yes,
your therapist told you that.
yes, is to just release the exhale, just like kind of like you're releasing every bit of tension in your body, and that really helped actually calm me down, not you know put me back into a panicky spiral or whatever it is. So, yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I like that a lot. I'm gonna use that. I also sometimes get very anxious and overthink a lot. So having to count 1, 2, 3, 4 One, two, three, four might make me more anxious actually. So
Mhm.
just like releasing that load is a really good tip.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I find that really works for me. So, yeah, we do another one.
Yes.
Okay. Um. Let me. Okay. Um. I don't need help.
So okay, I'm gonna be like you, more measured, even though my initial thought would be that's toxic to say because everyone needs help. However, maybe you're saying that because you don't trust the person to help you. And in that case, it's okay to say that. It's okay to say you need help, and it's okay to also say I don't need help in a way that maybe the person will make it slower or mess it up, or maybe the person is trying to, control or, whatever it is. So then you're like, I'm okay actually. Either way, as long as you actually feel it, you don't help me. But I would say most of the time we do need help. We're social beings. We should accept help when we need it. But when we don't, it's okay to say no, thank you.
Uh-oh.
You're
Yes,
okay.
you should accept help. I'm back.
Yay! You paused when you were smiling really nicely, beautifully.
You're good.
um, I am gonna give you this last one, and I want to know what you really think because I think I've thought
Okay.
this. I have thought this because
Hmm.
life is short. What do you think about this? I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Toxic. 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 No. I think that is the worst thing that has come out of the modern age. One of the worst things of like hustle culture or whatever it is. Like, no. Like, I don't, people are only now, I feel like, finally coming to the fact that sleep is so important. And if you don't sleep, like, you are putting yourself at a really, really huge risk. So prioritize your sleep. And I've been a bad sleeper before. Like, I struggle with my sleep. And I'm somebody who's also very sensitive to no sleep. Like Stephen over here, he gets 6 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep. He's like, okay, fine, I'll go do my work day. And he'll get through it. Me, I wake up, I'm the Grinch. I'm like I'm like an exposed nerve when I don't sleep. Everything sets me off. Like I can't do it. And everybody, like, you just please prioritize your sleep for your well-being, for your brain, for your health, for your recovery. It's just so important. This, and especially like later on in life. This is no longer a quick fire, but I'm just very passionate
No,
about this.
please. This is
But later
important.
on in life, like sleep can have like very drastic impacts on like your risk of getting dementia or like Alzheimer's and a lot of um like brain diseases that happens when you don't sleep. So sleep. Don't sleep when
Ashley
you're dead
said,
because you'll be dead before you go to sleep. Don't.
no, say that again.
That's my
Say
don't
what?
sleep when you're dead because you'll be dead before you can sleep.
Ooh,
I don't know if that made any sense, but
that made a
sleep.
lot of
Like,
sense. No, people know if you know that you need this, you know that this is for you. So
yes.
take a nap when your body says exactly when your body says sleep. When your eyes get dreary, it's time to take a nap. It's
Just go to
okay.
sleep. Put away the phone. Put away the phone.
I
Go to
have to tell
sleep.
you, I have this alarm. I do struggle with it. It's easier
Hmm.
said than done for me personally because I think, oh yeah, I did
Oh,
all
of
this
course.
during the day and I want to reclaim my time at nighttime. So that's when I don't just want to come home from
Revenge
work and go to
bedtime.
that's what it's called. Okay, that's what it is.
Yep.
I just want to make the most of my free time, free will. But then
Hmm.
it goes into 2 a.m. and then I have to wake up at 8. So I put
Exactly.
this
And then you're
alarm
exhausted.
and then I'm
Yeah.
exhausted and then the cycle continues. My alarm for 10ish, 10:30, which is not realistic because I don't go to bed at 10:30 p.m. is a lady on Instagram. My friend Maggie sent it to me. She says, "Go to bed." The version of you that has their life together is asleep right now. Face clean, phone on do not disturb, dreams fully loaded. Meanwhile, you're out here convincing yourself that you're just relaxing. You're not just relaxing. That's how you lose
You're not.
tomorrow. Go to bed, close
Yes.
the app. You're not tired of life. You're just tired. And
Yes.
I have it memorized
Yes.
because I let her ring for 8 minutes, then I snooze, then I snooze, then I snooze, then I don't go to sleep. But it is a very good reminder that sleep is important. Even my mom, when she hears it, she's
Yes.
like, dang, that is a jump scare a little bit. Because she's like, go to bed. But it's a
But
good reminder.
the thing is, the thing is also, it's just you put this thing away and you'll want to go to sleep easy peasy.
That's true. Or you read a
But it's
book.
so hard to put this thing away. That's what I've been trying to do. I read nonfiction books before I go to bed because I'm a highly sensitive individual. So anything that's like actually interesting to me or like creative or like stimulates my brain in any way will
You
keep me
won't go
up
to
all
sleep.
night.
Yeah.
So I put this on my other desk when I am feeling strong and my willpower is really on point that day. I put it on my desk away from my bed, and as soon as it's there, I pick up my book. I pick up my book for 2 seconds, and I'm like, wait, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. It's this damn phone. That's the problem.
That is the problem. No, the parents said it though. The parents did. When
Yeah,
we were
they
young, they
did.
were like,
They were right.
"Oh, I have a stomach ache. It's your phone. Oh, my head hurts.
Your
It's your
phone.
phone. I have bad grades.
They were
It's your
right.
phone." I love
It
this.
is.
It is the phone. My motto: every good day starts with a good night's sleep. That's good. Your
Yeah.
mom is wise. Yes, our moms are so wise. It does start with
I
that.
know. Yeah.
It does. It does. Um, so sleep. That's the best coping mechanism. Anybody in the chat, go ahead and drop if you have another good mental reset, whether it's music, sleep, reading, ghosting everyone, whatever it may be. Um, and in this last section, I don't know if you still want to talk about the drama. We have
Yes.
3 more minutes, yeah. Okay, so the drama is a movie. If you guys haven't seen or heard from it, it's the movie that Zendaya and Robert Pattinson are starring in. They did a whole press tour, so you must have seen it. You must have.
Hmm.
And I just saw it with my cousin pretty recently.
There will
Um,
be spoilers.
there will be spoilers, so this is the time that you need to log off and go watch it and then come back. Go ahead and do that. But just in case you don't know what this movie, I'm gonna actually. It's the first time I'm sharing the screen. Let's see what it gives.
Oh,
Yes, this is the
yeah,
drama.
yeah.
See my queen. Oh, dans les jours précédant leur mariage, un couple est confronté à une crise lorsque des révélations inattendues font dérailler ce que l'un d'eux pensait savoir de l'autre. I think it was good. How much would you rate it? How much did I feel like when you came out of the movie theater, you rated it like a 10 out of 10? Yeah.
I really, really, really loved it. I
Yeah.
think it was told, I think the story was told in such an interesting way. And after I watched, so I would like, if we're going on a scale of like five, I'd put it at like maybe, ooh, maybe a four, maybe a five, maybe four and a half.
Four and a
Would be
half.
the happy medium for now out of five.
Okay.
Um, I think it was told in such an interesting way, and afterwards, I just like wanted to see what other people were talking about it. But you know, Instagram is like a feedback loop. But I started seeing like a lot of videos about this movie is such like a um, a good like representation of performative empathy that
Ooh,
happens. Um,
what is that?
or like performative empathy and like selective empathy. So in this scene where it's kind of like revealed what Zendaya didn't do actually, because when you think about it, she didn't do
What
anything.
she was planning
So
to do.
anyway, if you haven't seen the movie, don't listen because big spoilers. But in this scene where it's her, her fiance, and then her friends,
Bridesmaid.
and
Her bridesmaid. Can you
he
believe that?
was a bitch.
Thank
Goodness
you. Thank you
me.
for saying it. Thank you
Anyway,
for saying it.
he
Ooh.
was no, he was the real villain. So basically, they go around saying the worst thing that they've ever done. Rob Pattinson cyberbullied somebody into moving away.
When he was a teen.
He when he was a teenager. Um, the what did
The other
the
friend,
I
the guy
forget his
friend,
name.
he went on a
Yeah,
trip for his girlfriend, his ex girlfriend's birthday, then girlfriend, and she was drunk or something, and then a dog started attacking her. So he used him, he used her as a shield. Basically, he
Ooh,
almost threw her to the dog that
tried
was
to use a shield on a dog
crazy.
that was attacking
As an
him.
adult, I think that was
And
as
then
an adult.
yeah, and then the third girl, honestly I forget her name because she pissed me off so much. But she
Let's
locked
call her Karen.
a yeah, big Karen energy. Karen. She locked a like mentally disabled child in a closet for several days.
And
And
she didn't tell anyone.
there's
Hey,
no,
Medici.
she didn't tell anyone. And it's unclear whether or not um this kid like actually survived because she like could have been lying,
Oh.
or if the kid was actually found or anything like that. Yeah.
Oh, you
And
think she could have been?
then possibly could have committed murder. Um, then what Zendaya's character did, Emma, was she planned a school shooting.
As a teen.
Um, because she,
Preteen.
as a teen, yes, yes. So she planned a school shooting as a preteen. Her dad had like a gun. She had like notes and everything like that. But then there was a shooting like nearby or something like that, and then she was recruited into a anti
Gun
like
violence.
basically just like an activist group at her school,
Yeah.
and she didn't go through with it. She threw away the gun and she like fully like became an activist and
Yeah.
worked against all of this.
Yeah.
And so like the videos that I was watching was like Zendaya is actually the only person who didn't do anything to harm anyone else.
Yeah.
And the three of them like cause real like harm to other people.
Yeah.
But then they kind of, especially this Karen character, flip the switch on her because her school shooting, her whatever, whatever, whatever.
Because she
And
said her
then
cousin
what the
was.
interesting thing,
Yeah.
yes, her cousin was involved in a or was at oh yeah, that's how she got in a wheelchair, was that the cousin was in a school shooting. And the other thing that I thought was interesting was they noted how Rob Pattinson's first instinct was not to go to her to be like, "Whoa, what were you going through to like have to for that to be like an option?" It was, "How is this going to affect me? How am I going to deal with this?" And then, of course, Rob Pattinson does some messed up later in the movie. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, so I think that whole scene, I've just like described the scene and haven't really analyzed it, but I think it's like a good like picture of like performative and selective empathy of, it's significant that Zendaya is like a black actress in this situation of like, if it's another black person who was in the same situation, they were obviously going to be more heavily persecuted than, for example, a white person in the situation who actually did do something or did like actually commit like a crime or a shooting, like the Rob Pattinson character or the Karen, whatever the hell her name was. So, yes.
Thank you for painting that picture. Yeah, no. And actually, it comes on really early in the movie, and I'm like, this is it? This is what everybody was talking about? That's the crazy thing she didn't do, thought about doing when
Mm-hmm.
she was going through, again, mental health issues as a preteen, because middle school is hard,
Mm-hmm.
and high school is
Oh
hard,
yeah.
and getting
Yeah.
bullied is hard.
Yeah.
So, not justifying anything, but more so than anything, putting the blame on the child that's going through a hard thing and thinking of how to get away from it is the worst thing
Yeah.
to do when there are parents,
Yeah.
there are teachers, there are students bullying them
Yeah.
who could
Exactly.
actually, you know, have had
Have
an impact.
intervened or
Yeah,
helped or, and
yeah,
I think, this is why it's important to be vigilant and like pay attention to students, to friends, to like younger people or kids, like whatever in your life is. There are certain signs of like mental instability, like mental health issues and things like that, and just paying attention to them because it can cause some really distressing things and like actions to take place or thoughts or things like that. And so having a sense of community and belonging like really protects people from mental illnesses.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it does because we can even see in the movie like she was just alone with her computer. Again, the phone is the problem. You know, recording videos and looking at whatever on the internet when if she had really good friends or good teachers that paid attention to her, she could have thought about other things. But she did in the end. That's how she joined the anti-gun violence group, and
Yeah.
social ties are really important. So it's okay to need help. It's okay not to be okay. And
Yeah.
I don't think it's okay to judge someone based on their 13-year-old self-actions when they were going through what she was going through.
Yeah. And also, I think the important thing is on what she didn't do, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that that's something that like I really took to heart was yes, like planning a school shooting is it's pretty messed up. That's like absolutely like no, that's really bad.
Yeah.
But I think the interesting thing for me was how it was contrasted with people who actually did cause harm to um, you know other people, and I think um, it's something where you can't judge a person based on their thoughts necessarily, but it's how they act on these thoughts. It's what's Lamorne, I think it's Lamorne Morris who says your first thought doesn't make you racist, your second thought does. Where it's like if you catch yourself thinking something like stereotypical or whatever it is, and you have a second to be like, whoa, that's not okay. Let's let's fix that because that's not okay. Versus if you're somebody who's like, oh, blah, 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 racism, da, 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 and then they don't even blink or bat an eye and just continue to perpetuate that, that's where it like becomes a real
Problem.
problem.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
I'm
good.
off my soapbox now.
No, that's good. I think everyone should write that down. Your second thought is what's important. What you actually say and do and how you act and treat people
Yeah.
is what's important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, and yeah, redemption. It's a story of redemption, really, but also a story. Yeah, it's a story of redemption. The way that she redeemed Rob Pattinson at the end, very much like whoa, she's very forgiving, very forgiving. I
Yeah.
don't know. You would you have forgiven that? I don't know. Ooh, baby girl, she's like, hey. No, no. I want to do a
Well,
little
he did
thing.
get punched in the face, so maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I think, okay, so what my cousin said, because I was like, no,
Yeah.
no. Instantly,
Mm-hmm.
no. But my cousin was like, she saw it the second time. Shout out to style. And she said, oh, actually, now I see. He wasn't in his right mind. Like, he's very obsessive. We see his character in the movie. And so he
Mm-hmm.
obsessed about this one thing that she told her that she thought about, and putting in question everything because he's about to get married to this person. He's like, I don't know her for real. She lied to me about how she became deaf in one ear. She didn't tell me about this big thing that happened to her. So can I really trust this person? So he was going kind of crazy, and then he did something in the craziness of it all that was
Yeah.
kind of crazy on behalf of his future wife and on behalf of the woman he did that to. But
Yeah.
I don't
Look,
know.
and I hear that argument.
Yeah.
I hear it. But I think it's a lesson. The film is also like a lesson and like a dive into hypocrisy, right?
Yeah.
Of again, like he took this situation as like an indictment on him and not as a moment that he needed to support her through. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
he took it, and I, and I get it. Like when somebody you love is like not honest with you about something, but to a degree, you can kind of understand where she was coming from because she knew how people would maybe react, and she hoped that he wouldn't react like that, and he almost did. But I think the cheating is totally unjustified. But I think it paints a picture of it, she did for him what he didn't do for her by the end
Yeah.
of the movie.
Wow.
She forgave him, she understood where he was coming from, and was able to
Give
move
him a
on and
second
start afresh.
chance. Mm.
Exactly. But he wasn't able to do that until he did something stupid and messed up. So it's a good movie. It gets you talking, it gets you
It
thinking.
gets you
It's so
talking.
good. I loved it. I loved it.
It's actually really good. It's actually really good, and it's not scary. I don't know why they made it seem like it was scary. So I was like, I don't want to see his horror. There's knives and blood. No, it was actually
Yeah.
not scary.
Yeah.
More so critic of the world that we are partaking in. I want to do a little quick fire.
Yes, yes. There's so
Yeah,
much we can talk about this
there's
movie, but
so much, like
I
literally
know.
so much. Like I don't know some of the wording of the script. I was like, oh, why are they saying shot, shooting, shooting, shot so much? Like that's a little overdone for me personally. I don't know what you thought about that.
It was so funny.
It
Because
was
that was the language the photographer you would use. You just say, okay, we're going to shoot grandma. We're going to.
we're gonna shoot them. What, girl?
I couldn't. That made me laugh so hard.
That made you laugh.
Yeah, it was so funny. I was so like, but I was laughing. It was so funny. Yeah.
I was shocked the whole movie. The whole movie. There was a older lady sitting next to me, and I was like, oh, oh. And she
No,
was like,
literally, like, I think by the last hour of the movie, like, because I went with Steven to go see it, you'll see in the vlog, or you
yes.
would have seen in the vlog, is by the end of it, though, I was sat like this for like 20 minutes. That's how I was just watching the movie. Like, I don't think I blinked. It was just one of the most captivating, shocking at like every turn movies that I've seen in like a while. It was just such a fun movie watching experience. It
Yeah.
was such a good, thought-provoking story. The performances were great. The way that the filmmaking was done was really like clever as well, with like you have Charlie's character with like young Emma during their wedding photo shoots, because that's all he's picturing is this young, like
Yeah.
depressed 15-year-old who's like planning to school
Which
shooting, and
I
it's
didn't like. I didn't like. How can you be judging her from her 15-year-old self when you're your 30-year-old self? Like, what? That
exactly,
would be insane to be dating your what? No.
exactly, yeah,
But yeah, that was
uh,
good. It was really
yeah,
good.
so good, so good.
So yeah, it gets us thinking also of like, ooh, it got me thinking. What's the worst thing I've ever done? Would that be a deal breaker for someone? I don't know. I don't think so. But you never know. Which is why communication is important in a relationship. Right?
But
So
also, I think that's a bit of a trap question. You know what I
why?
mean? Like, you don't want to be defined by your worst
Worst
moments, but
moment.
because we as humans have like a negativity bias,
Yeah.
you're if you like say that, you're probably gonna be bound by you're gonna it's gonna follow you. So I feel like it's a trap question to begin with.
Yeah.
Um, but they were
You don't
thinking. It's
think
also an
that couples
interesting
should
question to
ask?
like ponder. Like,
Yeah. For yourself. For yourself, it's important to ponder, like
mhm.
where, how low you were willing to go, or maybe how low your circumstances brought you. Because sometimes it's not just you.
Yeah,
Whatever worst thing that
yeah,
you did, depending. But in instance of
mhm,
the situation, there was a lot of situational stuff. However,
yeah.
you don't think that's an important question that couples should ask? Do you think it is, like,
No, I think it
beforehand?
is an important question, but I mean, in that context, I think that was a trap question. It's like, especially in the movie with all like the four of them.
And they were
Like, if it's like
drinking, and they were like pressuring each other to
exactly,
say what's the worst thing. Like,
exactly. I
no,
think
it's
if
not a
Emma and
safe
Charlie
space.
had that question, if
In
Emma and
therapy,
Charlie had that conversation between the two of them, I think it would have gone completely differently.
100%.
Because then I think the pressure of the Karen's character's reaction as well, and like the inaction of Karen's husband as well,
Yeah,
was
yeah.
very interesting as well. I watched a lot. Okay, I watched a lot of things about how it's very intentional that he was cast as like the actor was like a black man, because
Didn't
it was
defend the
very
black
interesting.
woman.
It was very interesting, but
Wait, why?
can't get
Is it because he didn't defend the black woman?
um more so that he kind of just like bent to what's her name's whims at any given moment, and he was just very like spineless, and
Yeah.
that is like I forget. I'll have to find the video because I don't want to be saying nonsense, but it was very like um it was something that they talked about I don't remember, but this character was very spineless and let this woman kind of walk all over him.
Yeah.
Um, but also like this idea of like he kind of felt trapped and like he had to, otherwise something bad would have happened to him, you know? And I think it's interesting, like the race dynamics as well, that were very subtle in this movie. Oh yes, if you're new, we're talking about the movie.
Just for the context, we're talking about the movie, the drama. This sounds like gossip. Like, good lord, which friend did that? He's
Imagine.
spineless. How? Oh god, have you watched it in the chat? Where we're spoiling.
Yeah.
So we
Anyway,
have
let's not
to.
go too deep into it because I know
Okay.
we're well over time already. So
Okay. Okay. Then we'll do the game, the quick fire game.
yes,
I don't have as
yes.
crazy a question as what's the worst thing you've ever done, but I do have a drama scale from 1 to 10. You
Ooh,
have to rate stuff that we see on the
okay,
internet.
let's
Um,
go.
so first thing, how much would you rate this on the drama scale from 1 to 10? Someone posting their breakup.
Mm, 4 or 5, depending on what the breakup was.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I feel like that's fairly middle of the road.
yeah. I feel like
Could be
celebrities do
10
it
if you
sometimes.
want.
It could be
Oh
10.
yeah.
What? It's really not that
Really
deep.
not that. I think depending on what the breakup is, like for example, I don't know if you watched Euphoria, but like when Labyrinth posted on his Instagram, like, "Fuck Euphoria, da, 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 da,
Yeah,
da."
yeah,
Like that's like kind of posting a breakup
yeah,
drama, 10.
yeah, yeah.
Versus
10.
like, I don't know, Hugh Jackman and his ex-wife divorcing. Not very dramatic, but like maybe 10. So okay, I'll comfortably put it at a 5.
Okay, yeah, 5. I like that. Um, the second one, someone posting their salary to flaunt a lifestyle. I added, but they're not telling us how they really got there. They're just saying, I make $1 million a month. And you should too. I don't know.
That's not dramatic, so I'll put that at like a 1, but it's like, okay, shut up. Nobody wants to hear you.
Like, it's not necessary.
Yeah, not necessary, but not
But
dramatic.
it's your
So
salary, so you go ahead.
you, but I'ma just not look.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Mm, third question. Someone
Mhm.
criticizing their ex or ex friend on social media, like it could be a celebrity or just a lay person.
9 or 10.
Yeah.
That's what I love to see.
You love to see.
No, I actually hate to see it, but like,
No, but it's the
I'm
most
only
interesting.
human. I'm only human. I love a good story. I love a good arc. I love a good dramatization of anything. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, ooh.
Why did she do that?
So it's very dramatic. That sits at like a 9 or a 10.
Yeah. And someone. This is the last one. Someone reposting fake news. Like there's a lot of because AI and deepfakes and everything is possible. People maybe can't tell the truth, but they'll repost it
Yeah,
with an opinion and they'll repost it like it's a fact
yeah.
without fact checking.
Um, I think that can cause a lot of drama. I think the action in itself is more lazy, which is like, it's kind of like social media. It's so easy to just share something that you agree with or don't agree with or what it is without like verifying. I'm guilty of it too. We all do it, but I
Yeah.
think it can cause a lot of drama, but I don't know if the action is itself is very dramatic, so I'll maybe put it at like a 6.
Yeah. That's good. A
That's
6.
what I'll say.
Yeah. If you're a person in power, though, you have to be careful what you repost because people would believe that. But if you're
Yeah.
just a person relaying information and you didn't know it was
Yeah.
fake news,
If you're somebody with influence, that's a 10.
yeah,
Don't do that.
yeah, don't do that.
You have a responsibility.
Yeah.
With great power comes great responsibility.
And which accent is that?
I don't know.
Um, that's all the quick fire questions I had. Did you have a question for me or for that you want me to ask you?
They want me to ask you. I mean, I'm curious about this, your response as well. But like, something that I wish older generations knew about mental health. It's a
Good.
good question.
That's a good question.
Um,
Do you want to
so
start, or
my thing
you?
would just
Yeah,
hmm,
please
go ahead.
start. Let me think about it, cause I
Okay.
don't know. Tell me.
Um, I think the number one tip I think to understanding younger generations and their relationship to mental health is empathy and prioritizing understanding over correction. I think because I think I mean, I think it depends on like your generation and who like you are and stuff like that. But I feel like before our time, there was a very heavy emphasis on either if you have a problem, fix it or suck it up and
Yeah.
deal with it. And I think now we're way more in tune with emotions and coping mechanisms and like when to fix a problem, when to think about a problem, when
Talk
to
about it.
talk about it, when to just be like, this isn't that important and you need to throw it aside. And I think ways to learn about how the younger generation or like our generation or like people who deal with mental health in situations is just to understand that it's not always a physical there's not always something tangible that is a root cause of a problem. And I think the thing that trips out a lot of people from an older generation is there's no root cause, right? Of like you have a bed, you have a roof over your head, you have food in your tummy. What's the problem?
Right.
And sometimes it's like, you know, I found myself asking that question before, like, I don't know what the problem is. It
Yeah.
seems like everything should be perfect and it's not. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just not. And so I
Yeah.
think like trying to accept that sometimes things don't have a cause and it is just the way you feel. Um, and that it's okay to feel that way and it's
Yeah.
okay to work through it in different ways. But I think the key is to prioritize understanding as opposed to correction because some things don't always need to be fixed. Sometimes you don't need advice, you just need an ear and just to work through it. So that's what I'll say.
Mic drop. If I could drop the mic, I would, but it's tied to the phone,
Shit.
so. Here, I thought the small mic drop would be easier. It's okay. Nobody heard it. It's okay. Is it okay, actually? Okay.
Hmm.
That's expensive
Yeah.
material.
Yeah. We're working. We're good.
Good. No, thank you for sharing that. Focus on empathy, not correction or necessarily fixing the problem.
Hmm.
And for the person who's going through a hard time, who has been through a hard time, it's okay to
Yeah.
feel the way you feel. It's okay to lament. It's okay to be
Yeah.
sad. You don't need to fix it right away or to be fine or to act like you're fine or to act like you don't need help or need a break. Because you might.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Thank you, Ashley. I want to end on one message, or maybe actually you actually did the message. But if anyone didn't hear the whole live, they just got to the end, what's 3 words that you want them to leave with
Ooh.
for any person trying to build their peace, protect their
Um.
life? I don't know.
It's more than 3 words.
Okay.
Rest is not earned.
If you just say rest isn't earned, it's 3 words. It's like,
Rest isn't earned.
wow.
It's needed. So you don't need to earn a break. You don't need to earn a rest. Your whole body operates on a system of work and rest. So it's not something that you earn. It's not something that you deserve necessarily. It's a part of your natural body's process. So you need it regardless of whatever is happening in your life. So I will say that. And then I will also say mental health is health. Those are my words.
Those are good. Mental health is health, and health is wealth. So invest
Health
in it.
is health.
Invest in it, and no, that rest isn't earned. I'm writing that down for me too, actually. Thank you. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, chat. This was so fun. We talked about so many things from work life, Zimbabwe, France, to mental health and coping mechanisms and the drama. If you want a part two, if you actually, yes, we're gonna make it happen either way. But if you're interested in like the diaspora movie club, like low key,
I'm so down.
I love watching movies. You have the eye. We can review them together, and everyone can have a say in it. So
And then we can actually do like full episodes dedicated to films and
yes,
movies and to
yes,
like their drama.
yes, that would be
Because there's so
amazing.
much more to like. Yeah.
That would be amazing. Drop the fires. Drop the fires in the chat if you want to see that. I want to see that, so I'm dropping a fire because I'm
Me
gonna
too.
I'm gonna tune in. If nobody's there except our moms, we'll be
We
there.
will be there.
We will be there. Thank you so much, and yay, so interesting. Um, and we'll see you guys in another episode. Until next time,
Mhm.
keep shining. Tune in, follow, subscribe, like, share, comment
Yes.
on ASM Movies and Diaspora Spotlight with Sinetti to support us,
Mhm.
young creatives of the
Yeah.
diaspora. And tell us what you
Yeah.
want to see next as well. See
Yeah,
you next
truly.
time.
I miss you.
I miss you too. I miss you too. Bye, guys.